understand. So I'm really happy that there are people of various races in here, and even people from different countries. Is there anything confusing about the film that you would like clarification from?
I'm from Malaysia. My name is Muallaf. I'm currently studying in Islam. So, congrats again for making such a wonderful star. And there's one thing about the film that I can't really understand. Is the teacher. It seems that the teacher often forgot to take off his shoe before he entered the house, and this to me seems a bit strange because, as far as I know, most people living in Malaysia, they will always take off their shoes before entering the house. So, any reason behind this?
Because I'm glad you said most and not all. And if it's most, if 99% of Malaysia does it and 1% does it, that means I can feature something on the 1%. Right? Yes. I think he's just a forgetful person. He's afraid that don't know what this health got so don't want to I think he was a bit neurotic. I mean, I picked someone neurotic to play him. Do you know what I mean? So maybe I know people who go, they will take off their shoes, but they will walk with their feet like that because they glee the floor. Especially Malays visiting houses of non-Malays where there are dogs. They're like scared got the dog hair. They don't know that actually by law that if you're drinking water and if fallen dog hair happens to be blown by the wind falls into your water, you can drink that water. But sometimes my people take fear of dog a little bit extreme. So some people are neurotic. Not everyone.
Why do you use Singapore as like the safe haven for them? Like, why is it comparing to the education? Why is Singapore? I'm just curious.
Because it's near. Because it's near, and it's English speaking. If the mother was a theologian who teaches comparative religion, she can't go to Thailand because over there is Thai and so Singapore is another English speaking country. And a lot of I know a lot of lecturers at universities here come from Malaysia. So actually for me, Malaysia and Singapore, there is no border. It's the same country.
Hi, my name is Ika. Just want to check with you. Your film was very well accepted everywhere except your own country. Why is that so?
You mean Muallaf or all my films?
Majority of them.
Separate was the best-selling DVD in Malaysia for 2 years running. Ubra for 1 year, 1 whole year. So they're not bad. And Moksin was a box office hit. It was the 4th, I think, biggest box office in the country last year or year before.
Is there any chances of Muallaf being screened in Malaysia?
Hopefully, now the chances look very slim, but you never know. Manusia hanya merancang, Tuhan yang menentukan.
I'm interested is there a scene that you had to edit out of your movie that you wish you could have put in?
Never. I never self-censure. I usually just... You Japanese? You're the Nihon Japanese girl. Someone I nearly married many years ago. My husband knows him, and today this person and I always say to each other, "You're lucky I never married. I would have strangled you by now." Like he said, "Yeah, I would have kicked you out of the house." Because now we realize we just we became very good friends, and um, he wanted to tell someone this thing that he had, and so, you know, he came up to me when he saw the film and he said, "Thank you for making this. It feels like I've purged something," which is very nice. But like in the film, that's why in the film you're not sure whether Brian and Rohani are in love. You kind of suspect he quite likes her, but you're not sure. Does she like him? You're not sure yet. Some people earlier on said, like, why didn't you make it more obvious? Why didn't he confess his love to her? Because what happened between me and that person was quite unclear. Now we realize it wasn't really love, it was just closeness. Do you think she was in love with him? Was she in the film, or was it not clear?
She was very clear.
That she was in love with him?
Because I think I've been in that position before.
I think it's not clear. It's not clear. Huh? It's not clear.
I think the issues of Muallaf is a very beautifully done in the movie, which I feel like it's quite sensitive to a certain perspective. That how are you able to get such an inspiration to create such a beautiful movie, even in the previous film as well? Yes, really. How are you able to get that?
The truth is, you don't know if it's going to be a beautiful film. You just know you have some feelings about some things that happen or that you've seen that are beautiful. And that doesn't mean you're beautiful. It's things that you see, things that God has put in your path that you go, God, that's so moving, that's so touching. And then you try and reproduce it. And it's hard because you're basically trying to catch suatu hikmat dari Allah, and you're trying to pull a sponge and absorb it and then reproduce it somewhere else. You know, it's like that kind of art where you put sponge and then you put it on. You're trying to do that. You're trying to reproduce it so people can see. Sebab you nampak, you tengok dia maaf, akhirnya mak dia dulu pukul dia, tapi now he forgave her, and that's so beautiful. And it's hard to describe to someone who didn't see it. So with film, you are with the aid of sound and visual and acting, and you try to make people see it. So I didn't know that they were going to be beautiful. And in fact, I wasn't sure if it was beautiful until you told me. And I'm so glad. You just do your best to try and reproduce something that the eyes cannot see, but the heart can feel. You can just try. You can, and hopefully you doa, you whisper that it can be beautiful, at least for someone.
Which one of your movies do you like best?
You know, if you had 5 kids, you can't say I like this one more. So again, yeah.
But the darling, you and
I was saying earlier on that I got some friends who are very good filmmakers from around the world, and they will see their film. They say, I am never satisfied with my film. Always there's something I could do more. You know, because they're such perfectionists. But I'm such an idiot. You know, if I make a film with my friends, they're like my family. After I've made it, I sit back and I go, wow, Laura, we made this film. We bunch of idiots got together, and some energy, some guidance from somewhere, and we put a lot of love into it, and suddenly there is this thing that someone from Singapore can call beautiful. So I'm always very, very grateful for when I see it. My husband is very fussy. He will say like, this one now, okay lah. And he said, you always, are you happy with Muallaf? I said, yeah, I love it. You always happy with your work. But because you know, I'm just grateful that we could do this. Because, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm just surprised we could cross it. Right?
I think I said, for now, Separate was our best film. I like Separate. Hopefully, I'm looking forward to the plan and haven't seen it.
Oh, belum tengok?
Belum tengok.
Lalu. She came from JB but no more tickets.
But we watched it. 9:15.
Later.